All right, so in this video, we're going to be reviewing how to create a pie chart in PowerPoint. So you will be required to create a pie chart for one of your projects, so you have to make sure you know how to do it in PowerPoint. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you an example of something that I have created here. So I'm going to pretend that I want to make a pie chart for a money that I got for my birthday, right? So on my birthday, I got $200, right? And I broke it down to the categories here. So I spent $50 at Texas Roadhouse. I bought a dress for $35. I bought some shoes for $20. I bought a concert ticket for $45, and then I decided to save of $50 for my gift. So if you notice, all of this will add up to the $200 from my birthday gift. Now, to create a pie chart, it's super simple, but you do just have to make sure that you input the correct information. So when you're here in PowerPoint, right, I'm going to make a space on this side where my pie chart is going to go, so it doesn't cram with everything that I already have on the slide. So I'm going to go to press Insert, and then you are going to go to where it says Chart, right? So here there's going to be a bar graph that pops up, but don't worry about it. You're going to go ahead and press Chart, and then you'll see all the different types of charts that you can choose from PowerPoint. Again, since we're going to be creating a pie chart, you press Pie. If you want to get all fancy, there's different types here, and we're not going to go into all of those. We're just going to create a simple pie chart here. So you're going to press the first one. Make sure you click this one. It gives you a little view of what it looks like, and then you press OK. Right, so you're going to have this pop up. You're going to have the actual chart pop up, and also a little Excel spreadsheet. So make sure that you move those things around so it could look pretty. I'm going to go ahead and move this one to this side just so you could see it there. And then I'm going to move this a little bit to this side so it doesn't cover my table here. All right, from here, this is the default spreadsheet. This is the information that it comes from, but we are going to have to edit it so it reflects the information that I want it to reflect. So I'm going to go ahead and label them. So in my scenario, these are the different transactions. You could have been called them categories. You could have just called them things I spent money on, right? I'm going to just go ahead and put transactions. So these are the transactions that I use my money on. And then this is going to represent the amount. Right, so on Excel, if you notice, it gives me 4 categories and I have 5, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put an extra one. So let's just go one by one. So we have Texas Roadhouse, and there I spent $50, right? So I'm just going to put a 50. No need to put the dollar sign. If you're talking about time, there's no need to put minutes or hours. If you're talking about measurements, you don't have to put cups or anything, right? It's just leave it like that. Now, the second category I have is stress. I put 35. And then we have shoes. And if you notice, as soon as you press enter on the value, your pie chart is updating automatically, which is pretty awesome. So if you notice, it's moving around. Now, I also bought a concert ticket for $45. And then if you notice, it stops here, right? But it doesn't matter. Just keep on writing. If you have more categories, keep on going until you're done. So I have another one, which is savings. And I spent $50 there. Okay, so if you notice, Excel was able to detect that I had an extra column or an extra row here, sorry. So it got all the way to the bottom. If for some reason your Excel is not detecting it and it stops here and it's not counting your last category, just notice that there's a little error right here, which you just drop down and it will include it in your little range. Okay, so make sure that all your categories are highlighted. So I'm going to go up, just double check that everything's correct. We have transactions, amount, Texas Roadhouse, dress, shoes, concert ticket, savings, and then I have 50, 35, 20, 45, and 50. So everything is in here. So once all your categories are highlighted, you could go ahead and just close the Excel file. And look at that. PowerPoint was able to create our pie chart from the information given. Of course, the pie chart is not complete yet because we have to personalize it and customize it to have the title we want and to look the way we want it to look. But all the information is already there. So if you notice, Texas Roadhouse should be the biggest chunk, just like savings, right? They're $50 on both, so it should be the same size. And then the other ones are kind of similar, but the shoes should be the smallest one, right? So it's pretty awesome because you don't have to create it. PowerPoint will do it for you. Now, how do I edit this to make it the way I want to. So remember, when you have a pie chart, you always want to give it a significant title. So you could just come here, double click it, and put whatever title you want to give it. So for this one, let's go ahead and call it birthday money or birthday budget, whatever you want to talk about. So give it a title that's meaningful. If you want to make it bigger, you could just press that. Let's go ahead and see if we could make this not that big. There we go, something like that. If you notice, Excel was able to give me already the title. Since I put them on this spreadsheet, they come out here. But again, you could also make those bigger. Okay, not that big, but something like that where it's easy to read. Okay, and then one last thing, right? Your percentages are always almost supposed to be on the pie chart. So what you're going to do is you're going to click your pie chart, and there's a little plus sign here. That little plus sign, if you click it, tells you things that you could add or take off from your pie chart. So we already have a title, we already have a legend, but we want to add percentages. So we're going to go ahead and click that. But if you notice when I click it, it gives me the money amounts. I don't want the money amounts. I want the percentages. So all you have to do is just press that little arrow and you go ahead and press more options. And then this is going to open up there. Okay, so we're almost done. I don't want the values. I want the percentages. So look at that. That was super simple. We just did that. No need for me to manually go and calculate the percentages. Excel and PowerPoint do it for me. So the percentages are there. I don't think they're going to be very visible there. So I'm just going to go ahead and press here. Look, you can have them in the center. You can have them inside and outside end, or just best fit where they automatically choose where they think it's better. I'm going to go ahead and press outside, and I think it's better if we have them outside. I'm going to close this real quick because I don't need it anymore. And look how easy that was, right? So just to double check everything's fine, we have a title, we have percentages, we have a legend. If you're not happy with the colors, you can always double click them, switch the colors if you want to. There's different options here. You could press the fill. I don't like that color. You want to make it green, go ahead and make it green, but just make sure that they're not all the same color, right? So if you just want to choose one color at a time, make sure you just double click one section. And that's the one that changes color if you notice there, right? I had already previously clicked the whole thing. Just make sure that if you do change the color that you update your legend here, but it should have done it automatically. So if you notice, I changed it from blue. So the legend changed from blue to green. So it will do it automatically for you. All right, so play around with it as much as you want, but we did go over the basics. Make sure you have a title, your percentages, and your legend. So it's not that complicated.